Hey Kim, thanks for taking a minute to brainstorm with me. As you
Sure.
know, we're putting together some new orientation materials for externs that are going on their externship next term, and our next segment is on journaling. And I'm just struggling about how to give a good introduction to that. Can you help?
Yeah, I know a lot of students wonder about that, like why they have to do journals, so that they think, oh, I'm supposed to be out practicing, not writing letters or notes to my supervisor. But I would tell my students there's a lot of educational research that shows that adults learn best when they are more aware of what's going on in their work environment. So, classes and courses and planned curriculum is really great for the first couple of years when the students are learning basics. But for them really to put all of that together, they need to go into a real life environment. And then but they also need to be thinking about what's going on in that environment. So, from my point of view, the journals are there to help make sure that they're keeping their eyes and their ears open, that they're noticing what's going on around them, and that they can then think about, well, how did that go? And so at the end of a day of working at the beginning, maybe a little later at the end of each week, to kind of ask themselves the question, what did I get out of it this week, so that they can improve.
Wow, that's great. In fact, I always say that to my externs when I'm talking to them on the phone or when they're having trouble with their journals. I say, what did you learn today? And that's what you should talk about in your journal.
Yeah, I think of it kind of as the difference between, if you've practiced law for 25 years, you want to be the person with 25 years of experience, not the person with 1 year of experience 25 times. And so we've all known people that never seem to learn anything. They just make the same mistakes over and over. And so if you want to get better as a professional, you have to really be thinking about what is working, what isn't working, how can I consciously continue to do things that I do really well, and how can I consciously fix things that I could do better. And that's really the point of the journal. And unlike, I think, the controlled environment of a classroom, sometimes real life can be kind of messy, and so they're going to be seeing people also doing things and that they think maybe that's not right, and that, boy, that's a really good learning experience. Maybe the email, in the journal to the supervisor, I noticed my boss seemed to speak to a client in a way that I thought was a little short, and I'm not sure that was such a good idea. What do you think? So it's, they're going to see everything from organized to disorganized to, great professional behaviors to things that maybe could be better. And all of those are things that they want to bring to the attention of their supervisor, and think about.
Well, that's really helpful because I really want the students to get a lot out of their journaling. And I know that each faculty member that supervises a student has their own assignments, if you will, in terms of how often that student should journal and what they should include with their journal. But I think the most important thing is that the students are making a conscious effort to think about what did they learn that day, what's the takeaway.
Right, and just notice everything. Really keep your eyes and ears open to what the dynamics of what is going on around you.
Well, thanks, Kim. I feel so much better. I mean, there's so many good resources on the page that students can read before they go on their externship to figure out what the format is. And of course, you're a faculty supervisor in the program, as am I, and our job is to help them week to week to become better journal writers and to help them learn from their experience.
Yeah, sounds great.